Next topic.
Yes, sir.
Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Xavier Worthy, who, in my opinion, is the best receiver on the Kansas City Chiefs team, has to hire a private investigator to keep an eye on his girlfriend and discovers that she's cheating.
I saw that.
He's supplying her whole lifestyle. She lives with him. He goes to kick her out. They have an altercation. His face is scratched up. She actually pulled out his hair.
Right.
She calls the police first. He goes to jail. He goes to jail. He gets out of jail. Eventually gets the charges dropped. You know what I'm saying? But he had to go to court.
A witness came forward and said the story was not true. So like they didn't press charges and shit. Like I saw that. And yeah, bro, that shit happen every day. But yeah.
Yeah. So when you see that right there, what is the main thing that you take from that? Because I got my own take. You know what I mean? What's the main thing that sticks in your mind about that situation?
Bro, you gotta be careful who you fuck it with. You gotta be careful who you dealing with. Like, I'm pretty sure she showed signs of not being
attention, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like not being who she was. Because why would he hire a private investigator? So like, at that point, it had to happen how it happened. I say that. Glad bro not in jail.
Yeah.
But that's fucked up. Cause like one of my partners got some time on some shit like that. So I seen that shit happening and like in real time. And she would hit on him and they would fight and she would hit on him. Blacked his eye for a music video where he couldn't even be in that hoe the day of. We booked that shit, like crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Still would call the laws and be like, yeah, like, nigga, you on papers, you on parole. Like I done seen them play games like that. So like you gotta really be, young man, you really gotta be careful who you dealing with. Cause these women, you know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in the state of Texas, the law will take preference on her side if she called the law. Right. Nah, fuck who called first.
Yeah.
Fuck who called first. You can call. You can call as the man.
They gonna wait.
When Harris County Sheriff pull up, you gonna get put in handcuffs. She gonna tell her side. You gonna tell your side. They gonna take you down to the county, and both of y'all gotta fight that shit.
It's crazy. You think the law should be different? But in what way? In what way? Like detail. He like, nigga, what you mean? Well, exactly.
I mean, first of all, if it's got to get physical, like y'all shouldn't be with each other anyway, because that's definition domestic violence. So like, that's number one. Like I never like I don't get physical. Like I'm too smart for that. I already, like I said, my boy didn't receive some time for some shit.
Yeah.
So like, that's number one. But when it should get to that point, like I don't know, bro. Mutual combat is legal in the state of Texas. If y'all want to duke it out, you could technically motherfucking call the sheriff, motherfucking say, hey, bro, host this fight, make sure it get even. Knock that motherfucking shit out and everybody go to the house.
You stupid.
On my soul. That's how I think it should get. That's how it should be solved. Yeah. I didn't think about it until you suggested.
I didn't suggest nothing. I'm asking questions.
Thank you. I got it. That's how we got to come together as a community and talk about this kind of shit. If y'all just so mad, hey,
before we get off this topic, I got two more questions on this topic. All right, him getting a private investigator, is that worse than going through the phone? Is that like weak on his behalf?
To me,
in his defense, he makes a lot of money and he's putting her up.
To me, personally, what I would do, yes, that's weak. That's personally like, I wouldn't do it like that. I wouldn't do it like that.
I feel like it's just checking on your investment.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't do it like that, but in a different position, given a different, you know what I'm saying, given a different budget and a different set of circumstances, of course. Like, yeah, like, private investigator, whatever. But I know also a few ways to learn what I need to fucking know anyway.
Yeah, your
You feel what I'm
intuition tell you
saying?
everything.
I ain't beyond that. We can get technological with the shit. I can get what I need to. I can see what I need to see.
Give me some game. For
No,
the people
I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that
If
right
they don't
now.
have the private investigator budget,
Subscribe to my Patreon.
So-
Patreon coming soon.
if people don't have the private investigator budget, how do they check up on their girl without going through the phone?
I don't want to say none of this shit because you know what I'm saying?
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Mutual cameras in the phone, and if y'all not cool enough to share location and shit like that, if y'all not cool enough to FaceTime, if y'all not cool enough to, you know what I'm saying? If y'all not tight, like, number one, that's weird. Like, what the fuck? Why do you think she belonged to you anyway? If it's not that close. So that's number one security. Like, it's back door. Fuck technology. Intuition. Yeah. If it don't feel right,
should have seen the signs.
You gonna keep going back to something that don't fucking feel good? I don't.
Don't want to go out like Iman Shumpert. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
There's a million songs about this shit.
Man, we gonna get off of that one. But I'm gonna just say this: if I'm rich as fuck, I'm traveling, I'm young, and I got options. You know what I'm saying? I really don't, and he paying for everything. I think it's cool. He went and got fuck going through the phone. I'm gonna just pay to find out what I need to know.
Facts.
So I think, yeah. If I'm rich as fuck, and I think go ahead.
Yeah. You ain't even gotta be rich as fuck.
You know
like
what I mean?
You could actually probably throw that shit
after 1 year. You know, do the research. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like in 2025. I feel like that's super valid. I feel like in 2025 that's super valid.
Super valid. But before you have to spend your bread on a private investigator, vet the motherfucker.
Exactly.
Like I seen a post the other day. It was like, I don't have to go on a date to know if I like you or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Why I'm gonna do that?
Yeah.
I'm not finna go outside with you if I got a question liking you anyway. Like that's.
But the biggest thing I took from it is Xavier Worthy, big contract, big house, multiple property, multiple car, young, athletic, rich.
Yeah. That's what it is.
This is what I feel like a young woman will want and to be faithful to.
Yeah.
So if this nigga getting cheated on, wow. If Xavier Worthy getting cheated on, what else is next? Like who else getting cheated on?
Keep your heart 3 stacks. Man, these girls are smart.
If Xavier Worthy getting cheated on, whoever you are listening, I don't know you know who needs to hear this, but whatever kind of job you are, you can get cheated on too, my boy.
Play your part.
Yeah.
Play your part.